guys, today I have a review on the Nuance Salma Hayek Flawless Finish Liquid Foundation. I did do a demo on a different day because I didn't have time to record both of the review and the demo on the same day. So I have a demo and a wear test for you guys, and I will list the timestamps down below if in case you want to skip one or the other. Nuance is a brand that is exclusive to CVS, so you can find it online, and I will link that down below for you guys, but you can also easily walk straight into CVS to find it. This foundation retails for $14.99. It is on the higher end of the spectrum. It's probably one of the most expensive from the drugstore, and you do get 8 shades to choose from. Now 8 shades is not a bad shade selection, but it's not the best in the drugstore. I feel like L'Oreal has way more for you to choose from, but what I do like is that she separates cool and warm undertones. I wish they would expand the shade selection though, because I don't think it's very, like, even the fairest one, I don't even think it's that. It's the lightest that you can go, and the darkest one, I don't feel like it's the darkest, or it's very women of color friendly. The packaging is really nice. It comes in this glass frosted jar, which does have some weight to it, and then it has this little clear cap, which mine is super dirty right now. Major plus for me is the pump. I feel like, I mean, this foundation has been out for a while now, quite a few years I want to say, and I think I've always seen it with the pump, but I feel like now drugstores are catching on that, you know, we like the pump, so they're starting to, I know Revlon just changed their color say, and they added a pump to it, so that's really nice. Not only is it more sanitary, but you get to control the amount that you pump out, as opposed to having to pour. Sometimes we over pour, so it's really nice that they added the pump. Now, although the packaging is really pretty and I like the frosted look, I feel like this frosted glass makes it a little bit more difficult for you to select a shade, because it makes it look, the foundation look a little bit darker than what comes out. I have the shade deep, medium deep warm in 285. And I went ahead and spread it out right here, so you can see the difference between what's in the container and what I have pumped out. This right here not only looks lighter, but it looks more golden, which I do like. I feel like it is a little bit on the lighter side for me right now in the summer, because I have gotten dark, but I think it would work really well for me in the winter months. On the back of this jar, it says that it has skin adapting technology, and it balances tone, allowing your skin's natural pigments to show through. Hydrocell complex with apple and lentil extracts provide instant long-lasting hydration. Pearl extract imparts a smooth, radiant finish. On the website, they also state that it is pore minimizing, as well as, it reduces the look of wrinkles. It's hypoallergenic, dermatologist tested, paraben free, and it's not tested on animals. Directions state to shake well and to pump a small amount of it onto your fingertips and blend evenly onto the face. Use after Nuance Salma Hayek Smooth Start Finish Primer for best results. I don't own the primer. Now, I have applied it with my fingers, and I think it applies really, really well, but I always go over it with some kind of sponge, just in case, there's some patchiness or streakiness going on my face. Now, although I don't mind applying the foundation with my fingers, I feel like it spreads out the product really well, and it gives me very good coverage that way. That's just a little bit too messy for me. So here are 4 brushes that I really enjoy using with it. 2 of these are from Real Techniques. A dense kabuki brush applies it really, really well. I don't prefer to apply it with a sponge because it's already a hydrating foundation, and because I am combination skin, I don't need to add any more hydration because it's just going to make me more oily. This one right here is the Real Techniques, what is this called? Expert Face Brush. Really great. This one right here is the sculpting brush. Again, a dense kabuki. This one's probably one of my favorites to use, which is from Up and Up, and this one doesn't have a name. And then this one right here is from Sigma, and this is the F84. I already have my primer on, and the primers that I've been sticking to the entire summer is the number 7 Beautifully Matte, just where I get oily in my T-zone area. And then the Porefessionals, the Porefessionals from Benefit. And that one I only have it where I have larger pores. I do have concealer on. I always put on my Pro Woman concealer underneath to cancel out the darkness regardless of the foundation. So have this one on, and then as a base also, I also have the Revlon Photo Ready Skin Lights. I've been using this the entire summer, especially as I've gotten a lot darker. I put it on as a base, which is why my skin looks the way that it does right now, and I find that it works really well, and I don't really find that it changes the where or the way that my foundation looks too much or anything like that. It's on the thicker side, which surprised me. I didn't think it was going to be so thick. And I'll normally just start off here. And immediately you see coverage, which is so good. I tried to stamp it on as opposed to rub it in. Oh, up here. So this is one side done, and you can definitely see the difference. Like I have blemishes going on right here. I have sunspots. There is good coverage going on. I would say anywhere between maybe a medium, maybe a little bit over medium coverage, not quite full coverage, but I'm actually okay with that. I like my skin showing through. I'm gonna go do on the other side really quickly here, and I am going to pump on another, just another pump right there. I've already applied this side and it covered up my blemishes really well. I think this one right here is a fresh one, so it's a little bit harder to cover up freshly popped pimples. But I think the coverage is still pretty well. I don't mind some of the pimples showing through. I don't want to fully cover them up because I feel like I'm suffocating them. This side looks a little bit more dewy because it's freshly applied, but this one you can see it's already settled in for a couple of minutes. It still feels a little bit on the tacky side, so I set any liquid products anyway. Okay, so just a quick close-up of the foundation. This one never settles into these areas right here, and I love that. I think it looks amazing. I'm gonna finish up my makeup and I'll come right back. It is now 11:50. I did start application around 10:40, but it takes me a while to do my makeup because I do have my kids with me. So now I'm just gonna do the flash test. Okay, so there is a noticeable difference from my face and my body. I think for day to day it's really great. I'm gonna try to wear this for about 8 hours. I will try to check in about 4 hours or so, and I will see you then. It is now 1:14, so about 3 hours. I'm about to head out, so I wanted to record this before I left, but I will check in another 4 or 5 hours or so. This is what the foundation is looking like. I haven't touched up, I haven't done anything to it, and still beautiful, radiant look. If anything, I think I'm getting a little bit more dewy like in my T-zone area, but it still looks so beautiful. My blush is still on, my contour is still on, my highlight is still on. Everything looks impeccable. I'll check back in another maybe 4 or 5 hours, and that will be my last check-in. Okay, so I'm outside of my house so that you guys can see what it looks like in daylight. It's so pretty. I love this foundation. Hi guys, okay, it is now 7:16, so it's been almost 9 hours, or yeah, like 8.5 hours or so. I'm gonna try to go outside and record on my phone as well so you guys can see it a little bit. There's still a little bit of daylight outside, so maybe I can get it better. The foundation looks really good. You can still see my contour here, a little bit of the blush, but blush is always, you know, one of the first to go. And then the glow that I have here is from my Coralista blush from Benefit. But coverage wise, it still looks really good. Even my blemishes here, they're starting to peek through, but it's, you know, what, more like 8.5 hours? That's pretty good. So you can see how shiny I am right here. That's where I'm usually a little bit on the shiny side. So in this whole area right here, I'm just gonna blot it a little bit with a tissue here. And just a little bit came off there. But I think overall the foundation looks really great. It's starting to break up right in this area right here as well. But really pleased. Now I didn't apply any powder or anything like that because I wanted to leave it as is. We were at my sister's house. It was kind of warm there, so I did sweat a little bit, which is why I got this shiny. But I'll go outside right now and show you guys what it looks like. Okay, so I'm standing outside and this is what it looks like, which to me still looks really, really good. See the shininess there? The claims on this as far as hydration, I have to agree. It's also very radiant looking. I have it on my skin today. I only put 1 pump on my face today. In the demo, I used 2 pumps, but today I wanted something a little bit lighter and it looks so pretty. I didn't put a highlighter on or anything, so whatever radiant look you're seeing is coming from this foundation. I think it looks really beautiful. Pore minimizing, highly agree. I don't think that it completely disappears your pores, but it does diminish them. As far as wrinkles, I can't speak on that because I don't bring my foundation ever, any foundation, I don't ever bring it up in this area right here, which is where I have fine lines. This does not come in a box. It comes just like this. This is how you buy it. And ingredients are nowhere to be found on here. So I went onto Nuance's website to see if they had the ingredients listed for this product, and I couldn't find them there either. Some of their products do have ingredients listed. Like I know their powder compact comes with a box, so it does have the ingredients in the back. But these foundations in particular, they do not. So I actually had to call CVS, the general line, and ask them to send me the information. They had to contact Nuance and have them email me the information. They didn't take very long. It took them a couple of days, but I feel like it makes it a little bit difficult if you're walking into CVS and planning on purchasing this foundation. It just makes it a little bit more tricky because if you happen to be allergic to a particular ingredient, you're not going to know until days later. They said it would take 2 to 5 days. It took them 2 days for them to email me the information. Now, although it doesn't have parabens, it does have glycerin. They substituted the glycerin in for the parabens, and then it also has dimethicone. I want to mention just a couple of ingredients in here just in case you guys are allergic to it or were curious to see if it does have it in it. I would recommend this foundation for anyone who has dry or normal skin. I think it's going to look beautiful and it's going to make your skin look really great. I have combination skin. I can make it work. It looks really pretty, but I do have to touch up throughout the day. I do not recommend this for someone who has extremely oily skin. You can get it, but you're gonna have to like stack powder in order to control your oils and really prep your skin to make this foundation work. Final thoughts on this foundation. I love the way that it looks. It looks like skin. It's not a full coverage foundation. I would say anywhere from light. Like today I put 1 pump, it gives me a light coverage. If I add on another pump, it gives me maybe medium, maybe a little bit more. You can build it up a little bit. I don't like putting more than 2 pumps though. I feel like it starts looking very cakey, and that defeats the purpose of what this foundation is supposed to look like. For me, it would be a more of a day-to-day foundation. It's long wearing. Now, although they state that it's a long wearing hydration, which I agree, I feel like it's also long wearing. It doesn't break down very much. Sometimes I get, you know, it breaks down by the end of the day right over here, but I've worn it for about 8 hours. And then here in this area, which is normally typical for me because I have kids, you know what I mean? They're always touching my face and stuff like that, as well as in this area right here. In person, I feel like the longer you wear it, it's as if they're adding filters to your face throughout the day. So it looks even better as the day goes on. It looks great when you initially apply it, but as you continue to wear it, it looks great as well. That is everything for this review, guys. I hope you found it super helpful and very informative. I will make sure to list all of the ingredients down below if in case you're wanting to know what else is in this foundation. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.